people just don't wear anything to the blabs. Remember that one guy? Remember that one guy? He's like, I'm like, put him on. He has no shirt on.
Well, you said you can't come if you don't have a shirt on. He goes, oh,
that's
okay,
right.
well,
I did tell him that. Yeah, I'm gonna change up my wording next time.
So, does anybody in the audience? Well, first of all, does anybody want to jump on? You're always invited to jump on, unless we lock the seat because we don't want you. We'll let you know. We're not shy.
Karen, hey Stephen, can you jump on? We haven't seen you yet. We haven't seen you on a Blab Live. This would be your first live Blab.
Go ahead
come
and
on
jump on if you want. I don't want to release the key too soon. I don't want to expose it too soon. And also, so jump on if you want, or guesses. Anybody, or does anybody know for a fact what I'm blabbing about? Blabbing about.
I have no clue. Man, you're leaving me right in the dark, like normal.
Essentially, yeah, it's not just the key to reaching your goals, but it's the key to making unstoppable goals. It's the key to any sort of success, whether it's in business, offline, online, in life, in relationships. This must be in place, and it must be deep, and it must be never ending, and it must be re-inspired, it must be refound, it must be fueled, it must be fed. It's really a big key
here. Wow. I'm going to take notes. I want to know what it is.
Do you want to know what it is?
Well, maybe you're multitasking right now? Yeah, good excuse, Stephen. Sure. No, I'm kidding you.
You should pay attention. Stop everything else you're doing and pay attention because...
Yeah, that's not a good thing to say to us unstoppable mamas. You're not multitasking. You're going to be up on this blab with us, Stephen. Come on, focus.
We want your undivided attention.
Yeah, turn off Facebook, shut off your... Hey, I'm not texting my leads back right now, guys. I'm on here with you. I'm giving you my full attention. I could be making some dough, but I'm not. I'm like right here with you. Well, we're making dough because it's going to be repurposed, and Susan knows how to do all that magic stuff. But anyway, yeah. Oh, you had to pick up a work call. See, he's multitasking too. Susan, what are we going to do with these men?
I don't know. I really don't know.
All right, come on, women. Hop up here and show the guys how this is done. Come on, Karen. You're not multitasking. You're not folding those flyers, are you?
Yeah.
While we talk.
So before we go any further, do you want me to whisper it to you?
Yeah, whisper it to me.
And then you know where I'm going with it. You will, as soon as I say it, you're gonna go, oh man.
Probably. You gonna inbox it to me, or are you gonna whisper it to me
I'll
live?
Inbox it because they might hear.
Okay. She's gonna whisper it in the inbox. You're in bed sick? Oh, no. Karen, what? What happened? Oh, wait. Did you have isn't that what you told me, Susan, that she's got like pneumonia or something? Oh wow. I opened up my phone and I got 3 texts. Oh, virus. Ugh.
Kimberly had pneumonia.
Oh, that's right. That's who you told me about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got 3 texts to reply to.
Okay, no. Don't look at those. Just look at my message.
Oh, just look at your messages.
Hold it, Debbie.
I got it now. Yeah, that's the key.
See, you knew, right?
Yes.
You knew, but you just didn't know because I caught you off guard.
Right. I knew it had something to do with, like, maybe fire in the belly or,
Well, and that's what it is. It just depends how you describe it, right?
Right. Absolutely.
So, does anybody else want to, before we say what it is, and then carry on and explain? Does anybody?
Oh, Michael wants to know what the question is.
What's the question? The key.
Oh, Karen, that's a quiz.
Like the ultimate key to be able to make good goals, work on your goals consistently, stay on your goals, achieve your goals. It's the key to everything. It's the key to the
It really is.
That's the question.
Because without it, nothing will happen.
Well, organization is important too. And yes, Your why is connected by a thread to this, Karen. So very good. Those are both very good. And that's
he's got the P word right.
Yeah, and it is a part of your purpose. So the key that's considered the golden key is passion, because it's the passion that will help you find your purpose. It's the passion that will help you stay focused on your purpose, because you'll be so passionate about your purpose, you're going to know it. It's the passion that's going to help you know your why. It's the passion that's going to drive you to be determined to stay organized, because you have to be organized to achieve your goals. So the passion is the cog in the wheel that keeps all the spokes together. And without that center piece, the wheel falls apart and it's not going to turn around, and then your bus don't go.
Mm-hmm.
It's the passion. You need fuel.
Exactly. Feel on a bad day, when you have things going and arrows going in every direction of chaos and everything like that, and it's literally it's your center,
and then your
goal.
Bus don't go. That's right.
Yeah, and your bus don't go, and you can't bring your people on the bus or off the bus because your passion's dead. Yeah, and you can't even drive.
And who's going to want to get on your bus if you're stranded? If there's no scenery, if your bus isn't moving, nobody's going to get on. So that's why it's so important, and that's how we attract people into our community, because the wheels are always turning. There's something going on. There's scenery. There's camaraderie. There's an atmosphere. It's all about the passion, and it's your passion that drives you to do even some of these live events, like whether it's the Saturday training calls that Tammy leads, whether it's these blabs, whether it's the hangouts, or the in the background stuff that we do specifically with members or clients. We wouldn't show up to that if we weren't passionate about what we're doing. So it's all about the drive, and that's why it's so important to make it a priority, to choose what you love to do, to choose, and then let's get back into the goals. That's why it's so important to choose goals, set goals, and plan your goals that resonate with you, who you are, where you want to go. Like, it's all got to fit together. It's all got to be a piece of the map, part of the puzzle. It all has to intermingle and have something to do with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's really cool about working online and being able to work from wherever you are, and to be able to work like from home if you want, or travel if you want, because then all parts of your life blend together and you're not closing doors between. So when you have a job to go to, you walk out of your house, you close the door on your house, and you try to forget whatever was going on there, like that feeling like, oh, there's still laundry to do. I should have made supper. I should have done this. But you have to close the door on that, let it go, because then you have to move your mindset into your job. And then at your job, you have to focus on that alone and try not to interrupt. And then you have to leave your job at your job when you go home, so that you can focus on whatever chaos your family is going on. You know what I mean? Like, you have to draw those lines. Whereas this way, you can do it however you want. You can intermingle it, and it's all a part of each other.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well,
yes, Michael, the switching hats thing. It's hard, isn't it? It's hard.
Yeah,
it's better if you can wear all the hats all at once. I got a few hats. I know. Tammy has a few hats. Everybody's got a few hats.
Mm-hmm.
Like the mom, the teacher, the business person, the friend, the daughter, the neighbor, all these hats that we each have to wear. And it's good if they fit together a little bit better. And that happens better if you're doing stuff that you're passionate about. If you're with people that you love, that you're passionate about. Like Tammy and I fight a whole lot about money, but we get past that because we like each other. We're so passionate about what we're doing, right? And I really don't like talking to people, and she does.
It's opposite night, guys, by the way. It's called opposite night. Hey, let's play opposite. Want to?
Okay, I'll go get my blonde wig on. You gonna go black, girl?
I'm gonna go black. Once you go, no, I won't even say that. No. No, I won't
never
say
even put a blonde wig on my head. I don't know what would I look like with blonde hair?
You look good. Try it.
I would look like the cray cray I am.
I want you to go and get one, would you please? And then they won't be able to tell us. See, I'm getting texts saying, "Hey, Susan," already, and he didn't respond to me when I said, "This is Tammy," so I sent it to you.
And I always thought you're the more popular one. That makes me so happy.
I'm not, some people want to deal with you and some people want to deal with me. I just, it's half. It's 50-50, right?
Yeah.
It's funny. No, I was really thinking about freaking everybody out and then just dyeing my hair really black. Like your color. And then everybody'd be like, "Oh no, what'd you do?" But I did go a little brown, so you can tell. See, and then it's highlighted, the blonde. See how cool that is?
Yeah, a real hot red, right, Michael? Yeah.
No, red, no. I did. Actually, I showed Susan a picture of my redhead.
No, that wasn't red. That was like
auburn.
I don't want to say in public what that was.
That bad.
Whoops.
You're bad. If I could come over there tonight, I would. Spank you with a wet noodle. Yeah, I know we are silly, Steven.
I used to do red.
He's multitasking, but heck, he's still listening to us. So he's paying attention. Yeah. But yet, can I talk a little bit about passion?
Yes, please do.
Okay. This is
I'll sit here like Frank. I'll just sit here as Frank. You talk about that.
Okay, Frank. We're gonna be frank about this for a second. Okay. Yeah. So when you're generating leads and this is my livelihood, this is Susan's livelihood, right? This is what we do. So, if you're not passionate about helping people, then you can't wake up at, like, let's say in the beginning, it's like you got 90 days. It's just like any business. You got 90 days to make an impact and get your business up and running, like an airplane. If you don't have that absolute passion in your fiber, in your soul, to actually get this going for yourself, then you will never, ever make this work. So if you're and this is where the Tammy coaching comes in and the tough Tammy love comes in a little bit. If you're not able to get up in the morning or, see what I did was I burned my bridges behind me. I have nothing. I have no net. I have nothing coming in, steady income. This is what I do full time, okay? High ticket programs, big ticket programs. This is it. I've done this for 6 years. So I have passion for helping people. And if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to get up in the morning and say, "Oh, wow, I got to take this phone call to have someone send me, $1,000 to whatever." You know what I'm saying? Like that's what jazzes me, is that I know that when I continue to generate leads, people come through the sales funnel, then I know that that's activity and that's going to put money in my family's pocket. And then hence now working with Susan, the same. So if I didn't have passion for that, then I would be like looking for like another form of occupation, right? But I do. I love it. I absolutely think, wow, who am I going to help today? That's what goes through my mind in the morning. But if you don't have that sort of goal or passion to help people, then it'll never, ever work. I'm going to get a yacht. Actually, no. Boats, I had a couple boats in my life, and they're terrible money hogs. I mean, they just I've had one because I had a house on the lake with a 12-foot dock, and nah. I want the simple life now. I just want to travel. But what I'm saying is is like, even when I was a mortgage broker and a real estate investor, what I'm saying, I wanted to help people. So that was my passion, is to help people and change lives. There was one person today that I felt like I was a counselor, I mean, sometimes it's really literally their last hope is their conversation with me. So I try to pay it forward. Some conversations are harder than others on me, you know what I'm saying? So I got to jam out to a, cool song afterwards or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to wind down. But, the passion that I have to help people and to give them something to look forward to is what I feel like I'm, supposed to be here for. So I just like to tell people that, no matter what your circumstances, you can get through it. I didn't think I was going to get through it. I mean, we went through this fiasco of losing our mortgage broker business. Then we got into restaurants. That even got worse. We got into more of a hole. So, you make choices in life. But the thing is that you have to have passion for wanting to be self-employed. It's not for everybody. Self-employment is not for everybody. But it's for the people that see the vision, that they know that they don't have to, what am I trying to say? They don't have to ask their boss for time off, because I couldn't even imagine who am I going to, I can't fire myself. Right. So, but yeah, we don't have to ask anyone for time off. If we want to go to a whatever event, we can go, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
and
that's the passion you got to have.
Absolutely. And if I may draw a solid line in the sand here, I'd like to differentiate the difference between people who might be doing some work online or being an entrepreneur, but are more, just kind of doing it here and there and in it for the money, but the passion isn't there. I just would like to draw a line in the sand between the difference of it.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of people that join this or that, but they don't view it as a possible career. Like they think they just want to turn some money around, and maybe they really need it to pay bills or whatever the case, but they haven't really, let's use a yacht. They haven't bought the boat. So until you actually buy into it, whether you call it put some of your own skin into it or just really invest yourself, you're not going to trigger that passion and get really excited about it. So then without that passion, without that, as we're speaking about it, the key to doing and achieving and reaching your goals, that passion. So if that's not in place, then it's easy for them to switch to different opportunities or switch products or not really get connected and invested in this whole journey, and relationships and the whole thing of it. And that's okay. Like if people just want to flip some money around, but it's fine if that's your choice. But if people are stuck and just not kind of making the money or reaching their goals, maybe if you do a bit of searching as to how you're thinking, maybe if you looked for that missing piece, that missing passion, you might shift into that full time. This is my life. This is my career. This is, okay, I'm going to just dive right in and swim in this big ocean or get on the boat.
I agree.
Do you think that makes sense? Did I explain that?
That makes total sense, because in the beginning, I just was like that. I was just I want to flip some money and, just really, really, just all about, bottom line type thing. And of course you got to look at numbers and stuff like that. Any business person has to. But what I'm saying is when I started turning my attention to really, really training people and really, really helping them with their, with their goals and stuff like that, it just really, it puts more money into your pocket. That was partly, thanks to you this year, this year, showing me that and saying, more value and more value. But yeah, I mean, when I first started, it was just all about, obviously I like doing trainings. That's actually my favorite part, is Saturdays and talking and coaching. It really jazzes me. I really get pumped up, And then the more people that give me feedback, the more it just gives me more stuff to talk about. Right.
Right. And so, see, I knew that because in March, I had to tell your story. So I knew that. So I knew that you would want to do more of the mentoring. So, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you pulled that right out of me. You're a little sneaky like that. Oops. Oops. Yeah, you got that little, you call it magic, but I call it something else. It's She is sneaky. I know. What's your question, Cecil? So what do you say when the passion is there, but it's taking way longer than expected, so their confidence crashes? Well, on the training calls, like on Saturday's calls for our members, my goal is to get them to number one, talk, like speak, like, like get on the calls and voice your opinion. Tell me what's on your mind. What is your weakness? Is it lead generation? Because in our circumstance, there really is no selling. There's no closings. We don't have to have them do the closings or anything like that. The systems do all that work. So I try to get down to, okay, like action steps. Because if you don't take action and you keep procrastinating and you try to figure out where to go to get leads and things like that, then yeah, you're going to lose your passion. You're going to say, yeah, well, I wanted to help so many people, and I've seen it time and time again this year. I mean, I've seen it time and time again. You know, people start out and they're just like, man, I'm going to go for it, you know, my first couple of weeks. And, you know, the first couple of weeks, they're just like hammering and hammering and hammering. And if they don't see results right away, then they lose their passion. And the thing is like, it takes, again, 90 to about 120 days with any business. Let me just give you an example. My restaurant business, it took to even put any money in my pocket, it took 6 months. And I laid out a couple $100,000 for it. You know, I mean, we leased the building. We didn't buy the building. But it, you know, it took a lot of money. It took a lot of capital. So an online business like this, you can keep your day job. We're not asking people to quit their day job. We're just saying work it alongside, take 90 to 120 minutes daily, work on your daily method of operations, and then start scaling it up once you start making money. And then, you know, a business like this is the fastest business that I know of that you can cash flow. Right, Susan?
Yeah.
You don't have to go you don't have to go lease a building. You don't have to get all this restaurant equipment. You don't have to figure out a menu. I mean, these are all the things that I've done in the past to set up businesses, you know. Yeah, you should probably get an entity, you know, corporation, things like that, but that's different, you know, blab. I'm just saying, like, you know, you can do this as a sole proprietor and then, or in your name, DBA, whatever, and then set up a business account, do it the right way. And yeah. You can really, and that's my, but what was that? Is Steven saying? Yeah, so cool. Yeah, you run your own business right now. You're a barber. See, I know almost everybody's story because I get to know people before they join us. I want to know, what do you do now? Didn't I ask you, Steven? I said, what do you do now? In fact, it's either I asked you or you told me, but I want to get to know, you know. I mean, I talked to let's see, who was it today?
And he's quite a talented barber too. He does
very talented,
intricate design.
Very. I love that you put on your. Yeah, see, so it's a similar thing. It's and you knew probably you had to open up your door and you had to advertise. It's the same thing with this. You just have to advertise. That's it.
Yeah.
I bet you have to be patient.
That's a really good question that Michael asked too, because it refers to, I'm sure it'll resonate with a lot of people, because often, well, I'll step back a little bit. Success has different definitions to different people, right? And goals have different, like people set goals differently. So some people just set the big goals, focus on the big goal, and don't worry about the in-between pieces. Some people set a bunch of small goals and are aiming at the small goals first and then the big goals. So anyway, whatever success is defined out by you, and a length of time, if you've set a time, and if you haven't met it by then there's some missing pieces there, and it may not be the passion. Like the passion, that is the key. It has to be in place. But you might have a ton of passion to achieving your goal, but maybe there's something in between, some actions that aren't fitting with who you are or not fitting with your other goals. Maybe some of the steps are not, there's missing pieces. Some of the dots aren't connected. There's something missing if it's not reached by the time limit. And there's another thing too. There's another factor, and Brian Tracy is one of them. And there's another fella.
I like him.
Yeah, me too. He wrote a really good book, all specifically on goals too. And there's someone else that wrote a great book on goals, and hopefully his name will come to me. I might have to ask Steve Didier because I know that he really goes by this book. So anyway, and they're very much about having absolute time limits where in your goal setting. And that if you don't put, and Tammy, I know this will resonate with you because you talk about like writing yourself a check, like some concrete hard numbers that you're reaching for and that you're aiming at. And yes. I think a lot of us, and all of us do this, I know for a fact that all of us do this at varying degrees. We're a little sloppy with like setting really firm expectations of reaching these goals. And sometimes that's a big key or a big problem or a big missing piece for succeeding. I know in my first year and a half, that's what it was. I was picturing and visualizing where I wanted to get, but I wasn't putting concrete goals in place. And when I started doing that and knowing that it was a means to an end and that each step had to be reached before I was going to get to the next level, it worked better. Exactly. I think so. Time, and you might not reach it in the time frame, but as long as you're working, you have to have a time limit. Like if you don't give kids 15 minutes out for recess, they're just going to hang out there for 4 hours, right?
Correct. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Like by the way, I was wondering if Willie Gillis, is there a way you can jump on? I'm absolutely blown away at your profile. You lost 300 pounds. You're a weight loss blogger. And I would love to have you on this because I'm into that now. I've lost 75 and counting.
It takes passion and goals to be able to do those major things. So
yes. And I'm like 2 sizes away from my goal to my jeans that I want to fit in. Only 2 now, Susan.
That's very cool. That is very cool. And like there were days that you maybe didn't feel like sticking to it, but you were so passionate about your goal that you pushed through.
Yeah, yesterday I was so cold. I was like, man, I'm not going out, but I'm going to get my my membership tomorrow.
Awesome.
At the YMCA, because I would never I didn't want to show up in a public place. I was too embarrassed to show up in a public place. Now I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go in there and do my weights.
Yeah,
just do it.
That's
so
right.
I'll probably talk about business too. That's the other reason I like going down there, so I can network and work out at the same time. But what was I starting to say before I said something to this gentleman, Willie?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Can I relate it to how I got from E to whatever letter I'm at right now? So yes. When I really wanted, my passion was in place right off the beginning, right? Because I had no other option. I couldn't afford groceries. I was about to lose my house. It was like a really uncomfortable feeling, right? But once I realized that I really needed to be more socially available and on video and stuff, but I was rarely out of bed. I didn't want to be on videos and have conversations with people laying in bed, right? So the drive was to be sitting up like this for videos. And there were some days that I didn't feel like it. I was still too uncomfortable, but it was the passion that fueled me to go ahead and do that and reach that. And then when I found out how much the stem cell was going to cost, well, then there was even more passion. And I gave myself 3 months to make that amount of money, and I made it in 6 weeks. Because it's not about the money, but it's about where that money will take you to, that passion, that goal, and the passion to get to that goal that increases your drive, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now it's a lot easier for me to sit up and just spend an hour or whatever on the videos.
Right.
More comfortable because you can.
Yeah. And I think
I would watch the videos afterwards, like when I had the full facial spasm and everything. I would watch the videos afterwards, and I hated how they looked. And some people don't even notice, but you said even the other day that they do look different.
They do look different.
Yeah.
You look different since even March, like looking at the video together, you know. Yeah. I certainly do. I know that. But and that's to be honest with you, that's a huge passion. The reason why, because you're like, well, you got to get on video, you got to do these, and I'm like, well, hell, I hate how I look, you know. Now I like how I look. I don't mind doing videos. I don't mind doing pictures and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. So it has to be like your why and the passion to get to accomplish that has to be strong enough. It has to be powerful enough, and then that's your fuel.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's why I probably now I'm like you. I'm like, okay, because you encouraged me. Now I'm trying to encourage other people, and it's just going to keep going, and we're going to keep passing it along and telling people, our members, you know, as much as you don't want to come on the video or something like that, just do it once. I mean, we've had many people do it, and just get over that. This is the way I used to say it to myself. Okay, I used to say if I shy, what is it? Shy people have skinny kids. That's one of my favorite sayings. Like, in other words, I just got over my shyness on the phone. I mean, a lot of times, and yeah, you don't have to do callbacks if you don't want, but you know what? I enjoy it. I like talking to people. It doesn't even bother me anymore. But I look at it like this, it's just like, if you don't connect with people at any level, it doesn't matter what you're going to be in, right? If you're a nurse, you got to connect with people. You got to do what you used to do. If you're a mailman, you have to connect with people. Yeah. So it doesn't matter really what you're doing. I mean, when I was a mortgage broker, I had to connect with people, so restaurant owner, had to connect with people. So, I mean, and that was hard because I'm a very social person. So that was very devastating for me to lose that restaurant, because I had so many people, so many regulars, right, that would come in and say hi to me, and just, we'd have a good old time, right?
Yep.
So, yeah. So, I mean, that's another reason why I think that people, once they get comfortable with internet marketing and blabbing and Google Hangouts, that's when it's going to turn for you. And then people are going to say, wow, I really like that person. It's big time 100% attraction marketing.
Yeah.
And that's Absolutely. What we like teaching. We like teaching that on Saturdays too, attraction marketing.
Yeah, exactly. And once you, people will stay around more if they have a relationship with you. There's that connection, commitment, and then a bit of accountability sprinkled in on there. And that helps people stay around. And then when you see that kind of community action and that bit of atmosphere, then other people feel more comfortable right away and will be more active. Like it ripples out and affects everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And, some people, honestly, I mean, it's actually been, I picked up to be a really busy day, but I mean, it's the 29th. God, I can't believe it's the 29th already. And a few more days to get to 2015.
Yeah. And December is often people's quietest month of the year. And we decided that we had stuff that we wanted to do, and we were going to push hard. And it's been our best month.
We did. It's been our best month. Yeah, has.
And
January is going to be double.
Distracted with the end of the year and Christmas, the holidays. People don't start businesses in December.
Yeah, no, they don't. Only 12 to 14, whatever the number is. Can't remember. Yeah. But you don't need money, not in the big ticket. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah. So we decided that we were very intent and very passionate about our goals for 2016. And that meant that we had to work our butt off in December. And here we are, so excited.
What?
And here we are. I'm so excited. Just a couple more.
Oh, days. I know. Exactly. Hey, Steven's trying to come in. Cool. I can't wait to meet him.
Hello.
Yay, there he is.
Welcome.
I just want to do the little icebreaker, get that off my list. You know what I'm saying?
Yay.
High five.
I love it. High five. You look just like you sound on the phone. Isn't this cool?
Yeah. But yeah, I love this team right here. It's real inspirational, and I learned a lot from y'all. And I appreciate
Thank you.
Being leaders and continue to do what y'all truly are as people.
Awesome. So our goofiness just doesn't make you want to run the heck away?
No, I think you have to be down to earth. I think that's another way you connect with people is being down to earth and having a sense of humor. That's real important, I think.
Yeah.
And I really like how you're very grateful, and you've inboxed me and said, thank you so much, and that makes me feel good too, because we put our heart and soul into different to trainings and stuff, so we're glad that you appreciate that.
Yes.
I
know your time is very valuable, so I really commend y'all for what y'all doing.
That's so awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna teach the team Saturday this Craigslist that my phone's going off. You guys hearing it tonight? I'm gonna teach you guys this strategy Saturday. I can't believe I'm so excited to do a training, and it's not till the 9th. I might have to do one Sunday.
Until the 9th.
Wow, I might have to do one Sunday, Susan, because I can't. It's itching. I'm like, I gotta do a training. Like tonight, I even wanted. I just like teaching people. Because I know that as soon as they see this, their passion is gonna be like going through the roof. Like, oh my God, this stuff Tammy teaches and Susan teaches works.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you have everything set up okay, Stephen? You got your capture page?
Yes. Yes. The situation that happened yesterday. You had commented on Facebook about the person not being contacted. They didn't contact their sponsor. Mm-hmm. The sponsor didn't contact the person who had bought into the title. Mm-hmm. I was just wondering, anything can happen, like inevitable, like your sponsor, something happens to him. In that case, what would somebody have to do to be, if like somebody hadn't qualified yet, but your sponsor is nowhere to be in contact with because they the one who will be getting your qualified sale. So what would you go from there? Like if my sponsor wasn't able to be contacted no more, what would I do from there? I'll contact the business.
Yeah, that's the beauty of any kind of business like this. I mean, with our 200 Cash Creation, Susan and I own that together. So, if she's not around, then I help. If I'm not around, then she helps. In this circumstance, it would be John Bain. And I did get down to the bottom of that. I actually called the person today. And, it was a misunderstanding. But if someone's going to pay someone $22,000, you'd want to return a phone call. But he was put on training calls. That to me is still not good enough. If someone's going to pay me $22,000, that's almost like I could buy a house in my area for $22,000, and I have. I've flipped them and made 75 out of 22,000. So it just blows my mind that someone wouldn't even return a phone call. But anyway, it was sorted out, and I helped him, and then I helped her, and she actually asked me what I do for my people. She actually asked my advice. I was pretty impressed. And I said, what I do is I make sure that they get, their training site. I have them come to the Saturday calls, and we have open Q&A. Susan and I have open blabs. We actually have live webinar. Any of our team members can come on and talk to us. We're very transparent. And we have mentoring for people that need the mentoring. So she was, person was actually very nice and asked me what I would do for a person like that and how I would handle the situation. I mean, after all, I've handled a lot of disgruntled people in my life, and I know how to diffuse the situation. It's all comes down to the communication, Stephen. You know what I'm saying? I knew there had to have been something because we've been so busy I haven't had a chance to actually talk to Susan on the phone about it. But with just what her inbox is back and forth, she said something's got to be something. There's got to be two sides of the story. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, there's got to be two sides of the story. So I'm just gonna go direct. You know what I'm saying?
Then it's holidays and everything. People were away. You know what I mean? Doing real busy. So I figured something might have happened
Correct.
like that too. I was kind of.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Oh,
I have to. Go ahead, Susan. I know you want to input on that.
Yeah, there are some people, and I mean, I'm not interested in telling specific stories and specific names, but I did have I thought he was a mentor, but I joined someone. It was my sponsor, and he never got on the phone with people, and it didn't matter. Like if 10,000, 12,000, 18,000. All the training was in place, and he just expected you to attend the training, and he never got on the phone with people. So there are some people that do business that way.
There is.
Whether it's right or wrong, we choose to really connect with people.
Yeah.
This is what we choose, but not everybody does it that way. So I just
You're correct, Susan. You're absolutely correct. Yeah, because I said, I said, God, I'd be calling the guy. I mean, for $200, I'd pick up the phone and answer the phone and help someone.
Exactly.
So I guess you can't, what am I trying to say? If you're that busy, then you got to hire an assistant. If you're that busy and you can't take a phone call from someone that just wired you $22,000, then you better get an assistant, because that right there, to me, is just unethical. And how can you sleep at night?
Right. Yes, you do, Michael Leedy. Even, for our $200 product, some people, in fact, there's one particular person that I've been talking to regularly, and Tammy talked to this person regularly for a stretch, and it's a big deal. To some people, purchasing a $200 product, it's all new. It's a big deal to them, right? So we could just leave it and just say, you know what, it's too much time. But what if it changes that person's life?
Yeah.
What if it's that turning point? It's not
exactly, and that's the reason why I am and I'll never change. I have empathy for people because I wished someone would have shown me these systems earlier. Then I probably wouldn't have gone through what I went through and the struggles and things like that. And so, I mean, talk to a person with stage 4 cancer today. She has no hope. None of her friends and family, they all left her. They've left her all. They've left her, literally left her. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
There's no friends left, and I had to be a friend today. Sometimes you just got to do that, because I look at like this, good things come around, karma, you don't just hang up on the person and say, oh, tough, you don't have no money, sorry. No, I'm not like that. I'm like, okay, well, this is what you could do, and give her a little strategy, gave her hope, and she appreciated that hope. And that, you know what I'm saying? That's just the kind of person I am. But yes, there's people out there that run these businesses, the high ticket businesses, and they're just all about the numbers and sipping their Mai Tais on the beach, and and that's it. And we can do these things. We can have like organization, like on a Saturday team call. That's when we get nitty gritty. Once a week in January, there's going to be 4 of them. We're getting nitty gritty, because my goal is to get you guys to take action, because now you'll make me look good, because my goal is to create 100 6-figure earners. So what are you guys going to be doing? Hopefully you're going to be doing what Susan and I teach you what to do on these Saturday calls. See what I'm saying? But it's you guys that got to do it. My goal is to create you guys that money, but you guys got to take the action steps, right?
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Mr. Wonderful joined. Who's Mr. Wonderful?
Say hello, like Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah. He's got to come on. He's got a cute little smiley face for a profile picture.
Mr. Wonderful at eBoy is a graphic designer, illustrator, disruption artist. Very cool.
Cool. What's your goals? I know I texted you and asked you if you got your marketing plan in place today, Stephen. I was asking you. And you had some goals, or excuse me, you had some questions about postcards, and I told you that there's a lot cheaper ways to generate some traffic and some leads coming to you than postcards.
I'm just being patient. Right now. I know I got my business. I'm just trying to get the groundwork and stuff done on it. Like getting like my PayPal and stuff set up and stuff like that. I was trying to look into different authorizations, how to get credit card stuff done like that. I'm just trying to look into different different ways to get the basics done.
Okay. Make sure you contact the guy that I share in the emails, Joe Sestito. He can get you a merchant account. In fact, send me an email after this to remind me to send you his information. And the other most popular way that people accept money is through MoneyGram. So you can go to Walmart and get a MoneyGram. I pick them up all the time. Haven't recently, but have we, Susan? But it's usually by PayPal. And yeah, you're right. I mean, she's got the PayPal. I don't. Mine got terminated, but I have it authorized, and then I also can, you can take cashier's check, checks and stuff like that. But yeah.
I was wondering, they got the PayPal merchants thing where you can set that up too. Will it be linked with your same email? I was wondering, do they link those? Link them both together? Like they got a business one and they got a personal one. I was wondering if they link those two together with one email address.
Yes, they do. And you can change your email address too, but they're linked together because that's what I have. I have both, and it's all linked together, all in one place. And now they actually have a really cool option, and they have a PayPal.me option. And so once, if you already you can subscribe to it and set it up whether you have a PayPal or not. But if you already have a PayPal, it's just really easy. You just go to PayPal.me and you set up your .me access. And then all you do is you put your username, and you can choose a different username than you have in PayPal, whatever name you want to choose. Yeah. And then all you do on the link, it's your same link every time, and all you do is add a / and then the number that you're invoicing somebody. So if it's $700, you put 700. You send them the link, and when they click on it, they pay you $700. So easy.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
It's super easy.
See, that's stuff I'm looking into, best products to get, or the most convenient, or whatever. That'd be a good tool within the merchant aspect.
Yeah, it would. And if PayPal does work for you, like if something hasn't happened and you haven't been blocked, it's well known. People seem comfortable with it, and people can pay with their credit card with PayPal if they want to. So it gives them both options.
Yeah, you can just send them an invoice, Yeah. But if you ever get to that point, just tell me so I can help them get signed up with you.
Okay. Another question was, when you get the domain name, okay, I was wondering if I should just buy the domain name or buy the whole website set up with it, or just get the domain name.
Domain name.
Because I know I was looking into some products that y'all was talking about that.
Yeah, just the domain name. You want to keep it as simple as possible.
Okay, because I was wondering, would that be applied? That the domain name would be the one you apply to the site if you will build it.
If she builds your capture page, you would just forward the capture page link to your domain name.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's all. That's where I'm at now. What I should do when I get the domain name? Should I get the whole site with it, or just get the?
No, they'll try to sell it to you though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got many packages up under it. I saw that. Do you want to add this on with it for free for 30 days? And after 30 days, I've seen all that. And I was looking price comparison for hosting and all that. I've been looking into pricing on that also, compared to what I already know what y'all have.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been looking at that stuff right now. And like I said, once I get the PayPal set up, then that's where I can deal with getting that purchase done right there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Then you're ready to accept money.
I have a welcome video. There's 3 of them actually. I just did another one tonight, but I pretty much go over the the basics in the welcome email, and they're in the Facebook group. But I did send it to Susan so she can put it on the training site, because I'm trying to make sure. I just don't want people to get stuck on the setup process, because it's really can be pretty simple.
And at the same time, you know, the way I'm doing it is I'm trying to build a pattern. Like if I bring other people on how to do it, you know what I mean? I want to have it all set out. So when I go through it, I already know how to put somebody else through it also. So I'm trying to do it slow. I'm not slowly, but patiently. For when I do it, I have a foundation for somebody else when I bring them in. Or whatever.
Exactly.
Just lead them to our site too in the Facebook group. That's all you got to do.
That's good. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I just wanted to break the ice. I'm gonna be getting up there.
You did a good job breaking the ice.
Now you can check that off your list.
Yay.
Mission accomplished.
Awesome. We'll see.
I'll be back.
Yeah, you'll be back. You'll be back next week, right?
All right.
Cool.
Have a
That's
good
what we
week.
like to hear, Stephen. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks. I gotta figure out how to get off. I can't get
There's
off.
an
now.
X.
There's a little X.
Yeah, right in your picture window. There's an X to get off there.
If I get enough votes in the Facebook group, I'll do one. I'm looking at the calendar on the 3rd. I'll do an evening training, Susan. Just because it seems like the 9th is so far away.
Yeah, what's up to you? So we're at the top of the hour. Do you have any closing thoughts on passion being the key to unstoppable goals?
Find it and hold on to it. And that actually what you were talking about as far as writing yourself something like a check or something like that, or get a vision board or whatever. And I have vision boards. I have pictures of Arizona. I have cactuses everywhere. It's going to be it's on my radar, you know what I'm saying, for this year, for 2016. So whatever that passion is, and that's what's going to drive you. And it's not necessarily, like I said, like Susan said, it's not money. It's what the money can do for you, the whatever situation you need to get out of. That's your passion. And
And I'll go head to head with anybody. I don't care what anybody says. It's not money. Even if they say it's money, it's not money.
It's not money.
On the other side of money. It's either how money makes them feel, or where money takes them, or what money creates. But it is not money, ever.
Nope, never has been.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Great evening, great evening, great evening, great evening. Everything awesome, ladies. How you feeling? I'm feeling unstoppable right now. Oof.
We're unstoppable.
We are always unstoppable. Sometimes a little goofy, but still always unstoppable.
Can't stop, won't stop. I've been watching. I appreciate the light that y'all share. You add a lot of value to my life, so thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
What's your passion?
Oh, I'm passionate about life. I really am. When people ask me what do I do for a living, I tell them I live. For trade in my career, I'm an inspirational hip-hop artist. I believe in the power of words. You can either destroy or build with words. I choose to build. I started a business called Gift Wrapper, where I create custom theme songs for businesses, organizations, individuals, festivals, and events, where I take your mission and your vision and I translate it into song. That's what I love. Love manifesting visions, turning them into reality.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome.
So how about 2015, 2016? What are y'all's goals?
A lot of them. They're gonna be.
Our goals are so big that they're, as usual, they're scaring us. So together, our business goal is to help 100 people have their first 6-figure business year.
Oh, awesome!
So that's the precise number goal. Yeah.
Yes.
And then,
that's amazing.
Yeah, and then
so current members or future members that come on. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we want to host 4 live events, all in different cities, in person.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So those are the. Oh yes, yes, you're right, Michael. We will be. Our first one just in November.
Yeah, we did our first live one in November. Yep. I used to say all the time on the videos, I'm not a public speaker, but now I can say I'm a public speaker. So
yeah. Absolutely.
Wow. Hope you guys didn't hear that. My daughter just yelled at the dog.
Didn't hear
it.
Okay.
Whew. That scared me. I'm like, oh my God, stop it. I'm like, what's going on in my house? So what's your name? So Rocco. What's your actual name?
My name is Rocco.
Rocco?
Okay.
Rocco, yeah.
Pleasure to meet you, Rocco.
Where do you live?
Pleasure to meet you. I'm in Houston, Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm in Houston. Have y'all ever made a vision board before?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's how has your success been with your vision board? And what kind of tactics would you recommend to the general public in order for them to sort of step into their greatness much more accurately and with ease? You know, sort of like manifest their things more. What kind of tips would you give to somebody making a vision board?
What I tell people, because sometimes, you know how some people are very methodical and think that it should be like the words on a page in a book when you open it, all organized. And organically, few of us are organized like that. Our thoughts, you know, they're random. They come and go, and they come at different strengths and everything. So I suggest if you're doing a vision board, like with a visual picture board, is to have a blank piece and have a whole bunch of picture options there, and just start from the middle and work out. So just let it flow. Let it flow, like be in a quiet moment, and just let it flow and add it as you feel it. Be very visual and add it as you feel it. So it's a creative process that you very much are in love with. You have to come in love with it to make it something that you want to achieve. And lots of people think that a vision board is only pictures, but I think a vision board should be words, or maybe you should have a vision book, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's maybe maybe it's on your desk, or maybe it's in your car, or, you know, if you're lady in your purse or in your briefcase, or someplace that if something pops into mind and you think, I would just love to achieve that. Write it down right away. Take a pen and engrave it right away. Write it down, and almost like jot notes, your jot vision notes, and just make it happen.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that. Hey, quick question. Okay, so you mentioned that your goal is to get 100 people and make them six figures, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Okay, so in 2013 and 2014, I sold over 5,000 records at $25 a pop. So I was able to accomplish six figures in 2 years as an independent hip hop artist. My goal in 2016 is to make that happen in 1 year. My goal is $200,000 in 1 year. And I truly believe it because I visualize it, and it feels right because I've done the math. It's also very logical in a sense because I've also allocated every part of my streams of income, from the album sales to the grants and the sponsorships that I've been able to acquire. So I want to see like what kind of services y'all provide, so that way we could possibly explore the collaborative efforts.
Oh, very cool. So you've exercised your confidence muscle and you're scaling up accordingly. You know that you can do this. That's very cool. And you're obviously, it's something that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Exactly.
So we do, Tammy and I, our specialty is lead generation, exposure, helping people brand themselves, figure out what they're passionate about. And if they already know, then helping them move that forward and make the money. So we find a product, like we have specific products for them to purchase, and then they have resale rights. So we give them the means to make the money that they need to make.
Is it like a multi-level marketing business?
No. It's direct sales.
Affiliate?
Direct sales
and affiliate. What kind of products do y'all sell?
Lead generation and training products.
Yep.
So like capture pages, that kind of thing?
Well, that's what some of the for generating the actual leads. Yeah, you get a capture page. But yeah, some of the products actually, some of them I don't even know. I just market. I actually did a video on that today. No, it's actually health, and there's a lot of it is actually personal development. And the one top tier that we have, it's personal development. It's all downloadable video stuff. It's all electronic. You know what I'm saying? It's not physical products. So that's what I've always specialized in. But yeah, just like the gold rush days, right? They made so much money when they were selling picks and the shovels to the gold miners. It's the same thing. That's what her and I do. So we sell the picks and the shovels to the internet marketers.
Got you.
So it's all different products that teach people how to expand their reach and how to, like, whether it's video marketing, goes into postcard marketing, how to get their message out to their right target audience and the right people.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, thank you so much. Where can we find more information about you? Do you have a website?
Yes.
You can share with us. I like your microphone, Susan. It looks like R2D2.
Yeah, Tammy's got the same one. Hers is black, mine is silver. It's a Yeti.
Oh yeah, that's a good microphone.
Yeah, they are. Very good quality. You can go to unstoppablemama's.org.
Okay, unstoppablemamamas.org. Let's put that in there so people can.
I can type it in real quickly.
Is that it right there? Unstoppablemamamas.org?
Yep, that's the one.
All right,
if you want to follow us too, you can follow us. We do blabs 2 times a week. I don't think we'll do one New Year's Eve day. We usually try to do a Thursday noon. Sometimes that's tough, but we're always here Tuesday nights at 9, so we can connect.
Sounds good. Well, listen, I appreciate your time, and I thank you for sharing your wisdom and your value with the world. Have a great one.
You too.
Thanks for. Oh, he was gone.
That's cool.
Yeah. Awesome, Rocco. Good luck on your goals, and I followed you on blog here, so I'm gonna watch your.
Good. I better real quickly before we end it, huh?
Yeah. Let us know how many records you sell. That's awesome, actually.
It is. I love that, how he has that set up too. Words can destroy or help motivate. Yeah. Wow, that's cool.
Because that is absolutely true.
It is. Absolutely. Well, it's been real fun again, Susan.
As always. And we even went a little over, but I guess we should close out. Thank you so much, Tammy.
Thank you, Susan. I like doing the goals, and I like talking about this stuff. It's my favorite subject.
Yeah.
Tell your kiddos I said hi, and